Just take you to a future bright on the line. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Shivangni Srivastava, Design and Project Management Assistant from TAG, and your host for today's show. Welcome to the training session of Professional Development of School Teachers, that is Microsoft Educator, and Hybrid Learning 3.0 training program. We appreciate the initiative taken by Department of School Education of West Bengal to digitally skill their teachers in partnership with TAG, which is Microsoft Global Training Partner. So, over the next 2 days, we'll be covering topics such as Microsoft Educator and Hybrid Learning 3.0 certification, as well as professional development and 21st century tools for educators. So, once the educators complete this training program successfully, they will be certified as Microsoft Educator. So, without further ado, now I invite Mr. Prashant Jha, our head of training, to commence the training session. Over to you, Prashant.
Thank you so much, Shivangni. Thank you for this lovely opening remarks. And now I proceed the session. So first of all, I'd like to thank each and everyone for spending time today and joining this training program. First and foremost, I wanted to thank the government of West Bengal, especially the Department of School Education, for their entire futuristic thought process and organizing this kind of training program. Secondly, I want to thank Microsoft Education for providing all the wonderful softwares and technology which our educators can use it today, and just to equip that 21st century educational tools. We're also thankful to the TAG and TAG, who is the global training partner of Microsoft, award-winning partner of Microsoft. They are conducting this entire training program. And Knowledge Lavineer, under this platform, you all have got a login ID and password to practice each and everything which is explained in this training program. So at last, I definitely want to thank all your headmasters and district heads, everybody whose effort is there in putting the time, and you all, your energy is very, very important. You are coming forward and joining this training program. So all the motivation, I'm thanking all of you individuals for joining this training program. So I'm Prashant. I am educator empowerment expert from past 10 plus years. I'm doing the training programs for educators, right from hand holding their for them to start using the keyboard and mouse, touching the keyboard, mouse, and monitor, to making them ready for the hybrid ready teacher. So for all those things, right from K-12 to higher educations, for all the kind of set of education stakeholders, I am involved into the training programs. So today I am not alone here. I have got my entire team to back you up, because there's a large audience team. Everybody has joined today, and we have our team members who has joined us virtually. They will be supporting you in terms of any questions and doubts which you will have during the session. So in the moderation team, I have got Ms. Shivangni Srivastava. She's taking care of all the opening remarks and content portion of it. We have Ms. Sharoni. She is taking care of all the technical queries which you are having it. Manish is also taking care of all the technical queries which you have got during the session. Then we have got Manish, and then Shreya is there, who is actually helping you in providing all the login ID and passwords as a backend team. Ranjani, who is the engagement specialist, she will be also coming and telling you that how in 21st century educators should be engaged. And after the session also, the entire engagement is in her shoulder. So we will see that the entire team can help you out in onboarding very fastly in this entire training process. So first and foremost, all of you should know about the joining process. All those people who have joined right now, they are clear about it. But for the people who are not aware about the joining process, for them, the instruction, our engagement team will share it, and that will help them out in joining the process, joining this Microsoft Teams. Just to give you a small glimpse how you can join this Microsoft Teams process. So I'm just going to brief little bit about this joining instruction process. So step number one, there are actually four-step process which is involved in this entire joining process. First, you have to go to your mailbox. All educators who has joined in this training programs, all of you individuals have received a mail from Hybrid Learning. That's a HL, the short form. HL@lavanier.cc. They all must have received the Lavanier ID and passwords, and they have received the joining ID and passwords. So please go and check your mailbox in your Gmail, check for your inbox or the spam folder. You'll all receive your ID and password and the joining link. So what is the steps you should follow? Step one, check your mail. We have also sent the communication on your WhatsApp registered numbers so that you can actually access the IDs and password very quickly. Now, after you receive the ID password, what is the next step? You can go and download Microsoft Teams on your application stores. Example, if you are Android users, mobile phone having the Android, you can go and download from your Play Store. If you have got a Apple phones or iOS devices, you can go and download from the App Store. So that's the whole process which you can actually go ahead and download this Microsoft Teams application. It will take some time to go and download this application, but it will not take more time to download it. It's almost like 60 MB application. You can download this application and just keep it in your device. Then you can go back to your mail where day one is the separate link, day two is the separate link. So what you can do is when you click on the day one link, it automatically takes you to the Microsoft Teams application and the black color screen will come, and then on the specified timing, the event will start, the training will start. That's the process. Tomorrow, suppose you're joining, again, you go back to your mail and click on the second link and you will be part of the session. If you're using a desktop or laptop and joining in, you don't have to install the application. You can actually use in the browser also. But if you install the software and log in with your ID password, that is also very, very helpful for you. One more method of joining is in case some people have not able to find the ID password, and you can also tell them they can join as a guest also. So they click on the link, enter their name and join in, right? So that's the whole process of joining into the Microsoft Teams account. Now, if you all are ready with, you have all joined in, and I can see that the large number of audience who is joined today, and still they're joining. So for all of them who joined now, welcome everyone. And I'm just started the session, so you're not missing anything right now. So the agenda which we are going to cover today, I'm going to talk about the introduction of this project, why this training is very, very important. The 2 days training, which is the eye-opening training for many of the educators. For them, this training is why it is so important. And what is the structure of session? Okay, how we are going to support you, handhold you in each and every step of this learning this professional development course. We'll try to understand the concept of hybrid learning, which is highly important. We'll try to understand what is Microsoft in education and what Microsoft is doing in education. We'll explore so many Microsoft 21st century tools for educators. Now, teachers, if I'm saying about the tools for educator, it doesn't mean that the tools which we are using in 20th century. We are talking about 21st century tools. So ideally, in the 20th century, you all are equipped with using the chalk, you are using the blackboard, you're using the smart board, you're using the digital pen, then marker, then whiteboard. These are your tools, the registers and everything is your tools. But 21st century demands a different things, different set of skills. And it is, trust me, it is not very tough to know. Today, after learning, definitely you all will be able to see that, okay, these tools are very easy to use. The tools which you are thinking about, somebody's creating and making you to use the tools, you will understand, okay, how to, I can go and create these tools, how I can use the ICT products. So that is the one main agenda, and that's the main part of our today's session. So by end of the session, these are the points which you will be clear. And tomorrow we go more detail into the softwares. So for this explanation, I definitely require all of you to be ready, right? You have to be mentally ready. You have to be open completely. That means take your paper pen, make a notes if you're not able to digest with the session. I'll tell you the structure of session also. Things are getting recorded. So you can actually later also watch in the slow speed. But in the runtime, if you have any questions, you please ask in the Q&A. I'll also take a pause, see your question and reply back. Right? But today, you all should mentally ready in this training programs. And for that, you require to have one pen, one paper, and you make a note of it. Right? So educators, now I just wanted to do this activity with you. In the Q&A tab, you all can see on your screen one Q&A tab. So on the Q&A tab, you will see that one message has come there called hit like if you are ready. Right? So you don't have to type here, I'm ready or something like that. You just go there. There is a small icon is there. You just have to go and like it. That shows that you are ready for this training programs and ready to grab it. Right? So I'm just expecting that kind of energy from your side since it's a like one-way session. So I want that energy. So just hit like, we'll see the counters, how many of you are ready. Just go to the Q&A and hit on the like option. I can see people are starting getting familiar about this option, and we have reached already 100 people who has gone and hit like. By the time I'm saying this, it reached to 200 people. That's amazing. So I am pretty sure that 300 is reaching very fast. I'm sure it is definitely going to reach my, this is the highest number of teachers who joined for this training programs. We have got 22,000 educators for this batch who are registered, and amazing to see their responses. Very nice. I think you please, everyone can go to the Q&A and see such options, because we will be keep posting lot and lot of contents during this entire session. For example, when I explained you about this joining instruction, we will be posting you something like, okay, this is the joining instruction video. That when we post it, it will reach to you in the Q&A. If you go to the Q&A where you hit like, you will see that joining instruction has come in. Like this, many things will be keep coming in Q&A. So all of you, it is important to understand where is the options available where we send you the communication. And I can see the numbers are definitely, I can see your energies. In every second, it's like 100, every 10 seconds, it's like 100 people who are going and hitting like. That's a big number. Great. So I'll just tell you that all the previous batch which we had a training, all were amazing. They were completely involved in the activity which we are doing in the sessions, and their response was amazing. After session also, they do lot of activity and they share their work also. So teachers, it's not like today, I just want to tell you one more thing. It's not like today we are meeting right now and after 1 hour, 90 minutes, the session is going to get over. No, it is not the case. We are going to form a community, and you all will be member of community, and whatever the important technology related information will be shared on that community always, and you are connected to ask any question to your peers and to us. So that is the one important area of this entire training program. So let us go ahead and start it. So I'll start with the project introduction, that why the government of West Bengal has thought about this entire project. And we totally believe, because during this lockdown time, we have almost trained 9 lakhs plus teachers in the complete country, not only in India, outside India, a lot of places that educators have come, they're learning about the digital skilling programs. So I'll just tell you what is this project introduction. When you got the lot of communication from our side, you are seeing this professional development for a school teacher. Why it is so important? So answer is very simple. We'll not go in much in detail. The great professional development leads to a great teaching, leads to improved student outcomes. So everything which we do is for student centric, right? And professional development is the need of the hour. We are already in year 2023, and I am pretty sure that by 2030, that means 7 years from now, you will see that the complete economy, the world, everything will be changing. There's a lot of new technologies are coming into picture. A lot of jobs will be changing. The new jobs are going to get created in future. For all those things, how our current generation of students are going to acquire such things. So it's the responsibility of the teacher to professionally develop themselves, equip themselves with the 21st century tools, and they should go back to their students and explain them this is what skills you required in 21st century. You are definitely going to prepare them for 21st century. And for that, your importance skilling is very, very important. We are talking it as a digital skilling. So, trust on yourself and trust on the topics and trust on practice. That's the one thing which is going to make you succeed. And success factor is the certification. So after this training programs, you will be also getting the examinations which you are going to give it. And on completion of the examination, you are going to reward with a global certification of Microsoft, right? And there's a grand graduation day is also waiting for all of you. So it's an amazing initiative by a government of West Bengal. So we'll go ahead and tell you about other things about this training. So it is not like a normal professional development courses. It is more to incline towards a technology orientation. And trust me, teachers, nobody should forget these things that technology will never replace a great teacher, right? Technology in the hand of a teacher can be a transformational thing. So you need to know how to utilize the technology to ease your work, to convert your manual works into automations and so many things, right? And one area is professional development, one is the use of technology, and third most important area is hybrid learning. The world is changing, the classrooms are changing. We have seen from last 3 years there are a lot of changes in our existing classroom. The way we interacted with students during COVID time, now the interaction is different. The world or the new generation of the learners are hunger for the new skills. You can see that in your classrooms. Maybe some students are asking you, in our online classrooms, we are missing this part. In our physical classrooms, we are missing this part. Can we do that? Because that was really helpful for us. So the new normal is hybrid learning. What is hybrid learning concept? I'll be explaining you in a little later, but this is going to stay. Right from the K-12 to the higher educations, everybody is now converting their educational space or classroom into a hybrid learning, which is for all the diverse learners needs, because in your classroom, like in your hand, all the 5 fingers are different. Same way in your classrooms, every students are different. Their learning needs are different. A single teacher cannot address their learning needs. Some people requires they can learn by seeing it. Some people can hear it and they can learn. Some people can actually go and visualize it and do the experimentation. So there's requirements of learning and grasping the things is very, very different. So hybrid learning is the concept which solves the problem of everybody by integrating the best of best success criteria from different models of learning, right? So we are going to talk and focus on hybrid learning. And these are 3 important aspects of this training programs: professional development, technology, and hybrid learning, right? So maybe by tomorrow, you all will realize, okay, these 3, the concept is very clear to us. We know the tools, we know the softwares, we know the process, how we can improvise. Now, apart from that, few things which you all should take in note of it, that this is 90-minute session. Every day it is going to happen, like means today and tomorrow. It's for this particular batch. And objective is that you all should come out from your classroom and you should become not only that district educator, you should not only become the state educator, national educator, but you should become a global educator. Because India, we can see it, it's a knowledge age actually. So we wanted to see that all the educators who are there part of it today, they should become like a Vishwaguru. They should start putting their ideas forward and trying to teach the world. Okay, and maybe not before teaching the world, they should teach the students of their classrooms, so that what is going out outside the classroom, outside the 4 wall of classroom. That's the main intention. Everyday recording will be given to you. You will be also getting that one Lavinia account and password, which is for you to practice all the software which is going to explain. So we understand the training requirements of things. This is not just a webinar which is conducted and you understood and you are writing it. We have given you 28,000 worth of software. This software, when you log in with the IDs and passwords, definitely you are going to access all the important Microsoft software which you will use, and the same software will be used by the any teacher in the world. You become a global equal in terms of the usage of software. Okay, so do not think what now in words that okay, what software you have got, you have got a limited access of software. I'm telling you today what software you are going to get. The same software is available to the any highest level of educators in the world, right? So only thing is you need to know how to use it, right? So educators, we are there and we can definitely help you out in this entire transition process. So definitely congratulating you for having this entire things. Now, I told you about the project. I told you about myself, my teammates, and the project, right? Now, I have got only one thing that 22,000 educators have joined in, and I know from this particular batch 20,000 teacher has joined, and they may be from the different batches, different places, but I don't know much about yourself, right? So if I have to ask a question to all of you about which district you are coming from, what are the familiar applications you are used to it, what are the apps you wanted to use, what are the hardware knowledge you got, what is the professional development tools you are using currently, and what are the devices you have personally got in the classroom. Is it only blackboard and chalk, or you have got any smart board or projector in the classroom? Are you teaching with the help of visual tools? Such things, if I wanted to ask you, the audience size is very high. How can I ask you this entire questions? Definitely require the tools. So we are going to explore such options now to see that the best tools we can use it right now. So teachers, first of all, I'll go and explore the software which you all have access to, how to log into that software. That is the one thing we will see right now. So I am going to share my live screen of my browser, and I'll show you this entire process of signing in and how to activate your account. And then definitely these all questions answers I will be having it after completing the activity, right? So let us participate in this activity. I'm just going back to my screen. For those who are joining right now, I can see that many people are joining right now. The numbers are increasing, increasing like anything. So, but no problem, teachers. This is what we are starting right now. Welcome once again. Before that, I was just giving the introduction to everyone. So we'll start right now. So this I have opened my browser. If you're not clear with the browser, I'll just go to something which should be clear to you. So I am into the google.com. That's a page which you are familiar about, right? In this google.com, I'll try to go to Office 365, right? And hit enter. The moment I enter Office 365, the first link comes as office.com. Now, as a teacher, why we should use Microsoft? I think I should not ask this question because I know that from last 2 to 3 decades, teachers are using the Microsoft tools like their own the best tools for them. Example, if I give you the examples of Excel, I'll give the example of Word, PowerPoint, right? PowerPoint maybe all teachers may not use, but Word application, it should be common for everybody. Every schools are using it for writing the letters, for creating the question paper. We all use the Word document for formatting and for designing for writing. Now, if you think a little bit that if you are a teacher and you have to use the Word application today, what you will do? You will definitely go back to your school, and in the school you will sit in the computer where exactly the Excel, Word, PowerPoint is installed, and you will open the computer first and then you will start using it. Apart from that, many people are thinking that I cannot use the Excel, Word, and PowerPoint. So idea is office.com is the place for you where you don't have to go to the lab or sit in a specific system where you have to use it. You can use on your mobile phone, you can use on your laptops, anywhere, any system where it is not installed also, it is available to you on the browser. So how to access it? Let us see. So we have got Microsoft Office 365 login, that is office.com. Now, when we are come to the office.com page, click on sign in, right? So at this page, when I click on sign in, all of you would have received the IDs and password, right? So enter the same ID and password, which is ending with lavernier.cc. So example, I'm just going to enter one of the ID, right? I'm going to log in one ID, and it is just given me the background as a black color. I touch the future, I teach. That's this complete site or this complete login belongs to the Knowledge Lavernier community. It's a vibrant community of educators. So you can enter the password. So make sure always you should remember your password. Like I am forgetting somewhere, but still I'll try it out. This is one should be the habit for everybody to remember their password. On successful login, it will ask you to stay signed in. Just click on stay signed in. For all those people who are joining from their browser, from their mobile phone, they can also do the same thing on their mobile phone. This is the first milestone for you to achieve it. It should give you the message, welcome to Microsoft. We are so glad that you are here. This is your first milestone. Once you reach to this milestone, you can just go ahead and click on tick mark, and it is giving you so many options. Let's skip that, all those things. It just goes and opens this Office 365. Now, for many people, it's a familiar application. For many, it is a new. It's very, very new. When I started using it, when first time I'm trying to imagine myself when I have first time used it, it was very, very new page for me. I was just wondering where to go. So the first thing which you can see it will start from the top. So this is the URL. I'll zoom in so that you can actually see it more clear in your mobile phone. And teachers who are joining from their mobile phone, what I request you to do is, if you are your mobile phone, you are watching the event somewhere which is like this, okay? Like in the front of camera, you are using like this. The screen will be very smaller for you. So what I request you is you can turn the mobile phone like this, and then you watch the event. It will come in the proper full angle, and you can zoom in also in case some words are difficult to read. So this is my first option coming as 9 dots. I will not, what as a new person, what I should do, I should not fear from anything that if I click somewhere, it will go wrong. I may do some mistake. Please, that should not be the case for anybody right now. Explore the way you want it. Okay, then only you are going to learn. Now you have to see that one thing that when you give any mobile phone or any device in hand of any kind of small kids, they learn by themselves. You're not teaching them go and use this one, and they know more than us also because they are free to explore the things, and that's the reason they are learning. So teachers, I request you that you should also go ahead and explore each and every feature which is available here in this dashboard. This dashboard is for you. What you can do is click on this 9 dots, which is also called as App Launcher. What is called App Launcher? When you click on App Launcher, you'll see that there are applications names are coming. If you see this screen, there could be examples. Some screens are familiar to you. Some apps names are familiar to you. Like if I say Outlook, yes, it is familiar. OneDrive, maybe it's familiar, maybe not familiar. Word, very much familiar by everybody. Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, SharePoint, Teams, Sway, Forms. This is just a beginning. We all know the importance of Excel, Word, and PowerPoint in the life of a teacher. But imagine Microsoft has got 30 plus application with similar advantage. So trust me that many teachers, because of the lack of knowledge, they are not using till now. But today we are here to solve that problems, and we are giving you all the applications in your screen to go and use it. So teachers, what you can do is, in this case, you have got Outlook, OneDrive, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and so many applications. Which all is your favorite application? You can go and click on it and start using it, right? So example, if I my favorite application, let's say it's the Word, I can go and click on it. So it was opening in the browser only. I don't require any software to use it in my local computer. It should not be downloaded. I'm using in the browser. You can see it, right? Now Word document is opened. But if I have to go back again on the same screen, what I should do? I should not get confused. Again, I'll find out where is the 9 dots. The 9 dots on the top. I may click here and I can go back to any of the application or the Microsoft 365 homepage. Wherever I wanted to go, I can go there, right? So navigation should not be the problem for anybody. Now, once you are in Office 365, we will go to the Word and there are so many templates out there. Example, when you wanted to create a Word documents, there are some templates out there. You can choose any of the template to create any Word documents. There are a lot of templates are available here. Whatever you are going to do it, these templates are available, right? You just have to click on the template, change the names and all those things. Beautiful posters can be also created with these templates. So Word is not like an old Word document. Just keep seeing it. How beautifully this all Word documents are available. Any document you want, you can click and start changing the names and titles. Right? So it's so beautiful. Example, thank you, teacher. And all those things are coming. So predefined, beautifully, the Word documents are available. But if you wanted to create your own the first time, very first time, you should not choose the template. I'll go back to the Word and try to click on new Word document, which is like your typical screen. Right? So example, I'm just giving example. So this is my Word document. May gives a message and I can start typing it. Anything which I want to type. Example, I want to type the message. I can type all those things. That means so we all know what is the use of Word, right? 02. Okay. Now I cannot type so many things one by one like this. Maybe I wanted to use some new feature of Word because I just reminded me the quote of Alvin Toffler that illiterate of 21st century are not those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot relearns the new things, unlearn and relearn the new things, right? So for that reason, we are trying to say that if we say that, okay, Word, what is there in the Word application, we all know that, okay, it should not be the case. We should always try to unlearn the old concepts and try to relearn the new concept, right? So we are going here and trying to use the features, let's say dictate option. On the top, you will have a small mic icon. Just click on dictate. An example, if I have to speak about the instruction, joining instruction in the same message, what I can do, I don't have to type it. I click on dictate. I'll allow the microphone. Joining instruction for Microsoft Teams meeting. If I have to write it, what I can do, I'll remove this. I'll just do some settings here. Setting option is there. Spoken language is English India. And I can click on save. If I click on this icon right now, dictation icon, it will start a dictation for me. Example. Instruction to join Microsoft Teams. Next line. Now, we wanted to talk about how to join Microsoft Teams. The first step is you should download Microsoft Teams from your Play Store. Next line. The second step is you should go and click on the link which is provided on your mailbox. Next line. Step number 3. Once you click on the joining link, you will be logged in to Microsoft Teams and you can watch the event. Okay. So if I just go and pause it, what happened? These three lines is been automatically typed because that much typing speed I don't have. So what happened? I have dictated. Now I can do some kind of correction which I want to do it. Maybe I wanted to just make it little bold. Some formatting I can definitely do it, but you can see many things like next line, full stop, comma, everything. If I speak, it will start doing it. So imagine the job of a principal. So every principals which I have met personally, many they love this feature because they told that we don't want to type in using the keyboard, and they wanted to just dictate and the system should type all the later. Later they should do some corrections, minor correction which is required. Example like this, I'm doing it right now. So first step, I can just go and do some small changes, and my three step is ready. Some kind of a small corrections can be done. That's it. These three corrections I can convert into the way I want it. And my document is ready, almost ready. I can insert some links and all those things. But can we do some more things in the Word? This is amazing feature. Now, example, many of the places where the multilingual is the one of the importance. We want to teach the same paragraph if we are writing it, the same wordings if we're writing it in the other language, whether example it's a Hindi. In the Hindi language, we wanted to convert it. What can be done? We just have to select the entire text. Click on the options like any options which you can go and click on review, and under review you have got a feature of translate. Click on translator. It will automatically detect the language as a English, and translation language you can choose as a Hindi. And I will try to click on insert button which is in corner, and it typed everything in Hindi. So what happened? When I'm sending a letter to you, those who are reading the Hindi, they can also read this entire things into a Hindi language also. Right? So that's how the things are going to work for you. If I wanted to convert this entire things into the other language again from Hindi to other, so example, this entire sentence is there, and we wanted it to be converted into Bangla. So it has converted into Bangla also, and I have inserted. I think I should insert somewhere here. Right? So the real time, the translation features are also working for you, whether it's any language which you wanted. So this will help in like removing the barriers, and for a student also to learn multiple languages, which is important in 21st century. Because I'm telling you one thing, when students come out from the school and they wanted to go for their jobs and everything, when they have getting an opportunity not to work in the same state or same place, they wanted to go to different state or different culture or different country for that matter. If they are not exposed to this kind of applications and tools and practice this kind of applications, these are a barriers for them. So it is very important that step by step, some certain things like this can be explained to them, and we should make them to work on a lot of projects, lot of things which is available in the school. Okay, I'll not say that everything technology can do it, but few things you can just make a note what can be bring in the classroom, because engagement is very important. So as a teacher, this will help you. Okay. So this is also available in the Word document is available. And the best feature of this Word document is when you create this document, you can download this document anytime in your computer, save as, download into a Word document, download as a PDF also. You don't have to convert it separately into the PDF document. If you type any letter, you just click on download as PDF, it downloads as a PDF for you. Right? So that's the feature sets which is available here. And if you wanted to some situations like the same Word document, you wanted other person also to come and work with you. That means This is for approval, and you wanted your higher authority to do the approval for you. In such case, you wanted them to also edit this document. So how can you share this document to them? So sharing also becomes very easy when you work on online documents. So there is a share icon you can see on the right hand side. So you can click on share icon and click on the option called share. Then there should be some kind of settings which you can click here and try to change the settings that this should be specific people can go and do the changes, or anyone, no problem, can edit it. And I can just click on apply, copy this link. And this link, if I WhatsApp it to somebody who is going to work together with me, they both people can work on the same document. The link is like between both of them. But suppose I wanted this document to be seen by the students. And if I do any changes, they should also see it, but they should not edit it. In that case, I should go and do some changes like this settings. The people can only view it. They should not download it. They should only always view it. So the important informations, again, I copy the link and share with you. You cannot go and change anything, but you can view this document. Okay, you can just view this document, but you cannot edit this document. So try it out with yourself, with your colleagues. When you're creating a document, you can share like that. If you are creating the document along with me, just generate a link of view only access and keep it with you. Example I'm doing right now. I created a Word document. I click on share, and I click on settings, and I did the changes like anyone can view this document. I click on apply, copy the link, and maybe the file name, I can change it on the top. I'll just say Prashant's sample document, right? And this link which I copied, I'm going to copy this file. Perfect. I have just copied the document link. That's one of the idea which I can show it to you. Similarly, teachers now, it's not only about the Word application. If I go back here, which other application you wanted me to explore? It's your call right now. So maybe in the Q&A, I will just take the whoever is going to put the first app name. I'll take your name and I'll just use that as application out of this. So I'm just going to the Q&A and try to just see that what is the app you're giving. Will certificate will be issued for us? Yes, the certificates are issued for you. You learn this exam and then you can do it. Attendance are automatically getting calculated based on your presence. There's some questions which is coming up. I'm just trying to address that all questions here. And I'll request my engagement team to answer all the questions which is coming in the chat, because there are many questions are coming up. Okay, I can see Imran sir has mentioned about the forms. Arnab has mentioned at. Okay, Chaitali madam has mentioned about the PowerPoint, Outlook, forms. I think if I give you the choice, you will put all the application names. That's what I can see. SharePoint, Cyan. Okay, try the form apps. Definitely, there's a many requirements are there, but I'll just try one or two applications more. But remaining, you should try it out. Okay, there's no problem in using it application. I'll tell you what is the use of the application, and maybe you can try using it. Let's try to use the PowerPoint application immediately, and then we'll use the form. So this is my PowerPoint application. There should be some kind of template or theme which you can use it just to create your presentation. But trust me that you don't require this kind of themes. You can create your own beautiful themes on your imagination. So click on the blank presentation to start with. Now, teachers, many teachers are avoiding to create PowerPoint presentation, because I know I am working with a lot of teachers. I know that they are having the fear of Maybe the PowerPoint is not looking very good. I don't know how to set up the image, where's location. My PowerPoint or presentation skills or designing skills are not that great. That's what is the one of the common things of educators. Now, what Microsoft has done as a professional development, you always require to use this presentation tool like PowerPoint. And what Microsoft has done is they have inbuilt AI capability in this PowerPoint application. So, what is the use of AI capability? That means if you insert any image or text in your presentation, you don't have to manually go and drag and drop it. It automatically generates a lot of ideas for you so that it looks very professional, okay, when you're creating these presentations. So that's the whole idea of PowerPoint presentation. So we'll go ahead and we'll go and create one of the PowerPoint. So by default, one slide is created. So we should go and create more and more presentation slides. So the first slide, we can go and write any topic which is we wanted to go ahead and type it here. So the topics, let's say I'm just going to talk about is hybrid learning. Okay. In my previous session, I used the topics like the Kolkata, the city of joy. Automatically, it has given me a lot of ideas. Okay. So I will just say a new learning model. And this is my presentation first slide. I'll go to the next slide by clicking on this right click here, new slide. Hardwares. Maybe the next slide. Just creating a bottoms right now. Softwares. New slide. Pedagogy. Okay, so now under hardware, I will try to insert some image. So insert option, home button is there, but I will insert some hardware. So picture, if it is there in my computer, I'll use the option of this device, but I don't have any image. I'm just thinking about this right now to create a presentation on hybrid learning and just show it to you. So I'll just, let's say I'm using the flat panel display monitor. Okay, I'm just trying to insert some images. So one image I inserted. Same way, I can just insert more images, picture, or search on web. Laptops for students. So these are all examples of like Microsoft laptops. It's all Surface laptops which is showing up. Okay, one more image I'll insert. Pictures online. Okay, let me use these three as images. I just inserted, I'm not doing any changes right now. I'll go to the softwares and let's say I'll just insert one software picture here, pictures, search on the software. So in the softwares, I'll try to insert one of the image. Okay, that's it. I'm just not going to use more and more things here. And pedagogy, I'll just insert. I'll not insert anything right now. That's because pedagogy means the way we teach, right? So in our hybrid classrooms, we are teaching the Gen Extramuros pedagogy, but I'm just going to use it. Now, how I can make it more beautiful? This should not be the left-hand side, which you can see it. If I show this presentation in front of my students, maybe they will not like it more. What I can do, I'll just go and select right hand side. I can just go and click on design option, and we have a magic stick here, designer. If I click here, it just generates some ideas for me, how it should be. I just selected this image. I have not inserted from anywhere. Second, the designer is giving me some options here, which I can choose from. And third, again, the designer is going to generate some idea for me, which I can use. Pedagogy, I'm not choosing anything, but just one of the image. So now let us see that how it is going to impact in my classroom. Maybe some changes I can do it if required, but let me show you. If I play this presentation, how it is coming. Let's see. I'll just do some small changes if I require to do it. Just 1 second. So you can try with your own examples when we are trying to do it. You can try with when you are trying to create, you can try thinking about, let's say, your own city, your own subject. You can create a presentation, and the share button works the same thing. You can click on share and copy the link and keep it with you as of now. So I'll go to the design. I'll choose a designer, maybe something which can fit with my background. I can just choose from. This will work a little bit. That's it. So I have used some features like home button, where I have not used much thing. I have used the insert feature to insert the picture, but I've not used the other options, videos and all those things. I've not used it. I have not used the draw feature. The draw feature is when you can actually use and color it. Design I have not used, but only the designer option. Transitions I have not used much, but I wanted to use some transition. So example, I'll use something like this. Then some other each slide I can click and just change the transition effect the way I want it. You will see that. You'll experience that when I'm showing you this. Okay, so I am ready to play my presentation in front of you. So what I can do is I'll just click on slideshow. This is a slideshow where I can click on from beginning, start it. Okay, before starting, I'm so sorry. I'll try to use one more feature which was available in the PowerPoint, which you all should like it. In slideshow, I will enable the subtitle option. Always use subtitle. I'll enable it. Spoken language is English, India, and subtitle language, which should come automatically in bottom, should come as Bangla or Hindi, anything. I can just choose any kind of language here. I'm just showing example of, let's say, Hindi as a language, right? I can click on. I can click now on the slideshow. You can see the hybrid learning, a new model is coming up. This is a beautiful presentation which I have created not more than 2 minutes time. And you can see this transition effects. Can you see the effect which is coming up? The subtitle option is also working for me. So if a teacher who is teaching English and the other people who are going to learn from the English, they are not in the classroom, they are somewhere else, or maybe they are from different country. You just change the subtitle and you can teach. Okay, okay, by using this all feature. Can you see these effects? So this, if we do in our classrooms, this we can do in our classroom. Definitely, there is a definitely a chances of professional development in teachers and engagement process for the students. So that is the one thing which I wanted to focus today on this PowerPoint presentation. I hope you all like it because that was one of the demand. And just to connect with all of you, I just wanted to create one Teams group where I wanted to add all of you and I wanted you to communicate or participate in this team and share your work. So team is a group. Like example, WhatsApp, you had a group. So Teams is one of the application which has got the feature of creating the groups. Groups between the teacher and the teacher, groups between the management and the teacher, groups between the teacher and the students, any kind of groups you can create it based on the nature of your creation. So what can happen when you go ahead and create a team? You can go and choose the option of how you can go and create a team. So example, I'm just trying to open the Teams in the browser. By default, it shows me that I am not part of any team. It asks me the option of creating a team or joining a team. So creating a team process, definitely I'll be showing you tomorrow. Okay, how you can go and create a team. But joining a team will be shown to you right now. So for that, I need to create a very small one new team right now. So I'll just go ahead and create a team. So I'm going to create, I'm just going to tell you the name of the team which I'm going to create. So the team name should be West Bengal Education Batch 4 Professional Learning Group. That's the name of a team. How to join? The process is the same. When you open team, it will give you the message that yeah, it will give you the message that you are going to be part of a team. So you don't have to, right now I'm not going to create a team. It asks you the name of creating a team and all. So what I'm going to do, I'll just skip this option. I rather go and join this team. So maybe if team is created, I will get some code. Okay, so the code is like this. QCR G24E. That's the code. I have shared in the announcement also. So what you need to do, the same code. I'll just keep this screen for another 5 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds, so that you can make a note of this code. Okay, now I'm just going to come out of this screen and I click on join team. Let's see what is happening. When I click on join team, join this code, it automatically takes me to one team which is called as West Bengal Education. And there somebody has already posted, a teacher already posted, welcome educator, this is my group. I can just go and hit on like, and I can reply back to the conversation which is happening, right? So I can just, like example, Gargi ma'am has already come up here and she has replied. So we can just go and like it. And thank you. Mithun sir has also came here. And you can see the engagement has started happening here, right? Engagement has started happening here. So ideally, what I should do until this engagement process is happening here, Great, great. You can see that how it is happening. Everybody is joining in this group. It can happen the same way in your classroom. So students have got their mobile phones. They can also get their ID password and they will be able to join in as we go forward in this transformation process. So they all can join in like this. You can see a lot of people are joining in and they have a communication already started. Now, I wanted to ask that, okay, how if teacher have done some activity, they can we can create some channels for them, something like ask your doubts. So, teachers, now what I can do is I have seen that there are this team is created in such a way that we have got a lot of people here. People wanted to introduce themselves. People wanted to do a lot of things. So we have got a four channels created here. That means general channel, where it's like a one-way communication which is happening here. Then ask your doubt channel, where you can always ask your doubt. Introduce yourself, where you can go and post about you. So I can just put a communication here, something like announcement. I'll just pay introduce yourself. So what happened? All the students community, anybody who is learning community, okay, you can tell in a line about you. Thank you. Right. So I'm just going to make it more decorative, just to attract a little bit. And I'm posting this message. So what happened? Introduce yourself. The message will come, and I wanted all of you to come here, and maybe you can introduce yourself here. Right. So what happens? How many people have joined in right now in this group? Let me see. Manage team. Okay, 1 second. I can see many people are there. Introduce yourself. People are writing it. Post your work area is there. And in the general, if a teacher wanted to conduct any kind of poll, quiz, they can do it right here. Okay, so that's how the Microsoft Teams work here. So I can go here and see the introduction from example educator from Darjeeling district. And you can see the teacher has already uploaded their profile picture. How it can be done? It can be done on the top. You have a profile icon. You can actually click on this image and you can change the profile picture you wanted to change it to. Right? So example, I wanted to just change the profile picture with the image which I wanted to do it. I can always change it. So these are things which can be done in the proper way. Great educators from Siliguri. So welcome all of you. This is your community. This is the place where all the batch people are there. You can always ask your questions here. And I request the mentors peoples to come and respond. If you know the answers, support each other in learning. Right? This is my work is to create a community for you, and then you can actually work it out. And I'm there to support you completely. My team is there to support you and giving you a lot of contents here. Now, at this position, teachers, I wanted to go to a option here. I'll go to the options called forms, right? So I will go back to the office.com and try to click on forms, which is our main thing. So I tried using which all application, Word, PowerPoint, then yeah, the Word, PowerPoint, then Teams, and now going into the forms. Can you see it how simple these applications are? How simple to navigate between these applications? And these all are helpful for you and your students. Now, when we come to the forms, this is the form page will come. There are so many, again, designer forms are available here, but you can go ahead and create your new form if required. So I can click on new form and the form. Now you all should know what is form, right? Because right now, all of you have registered in one of the, like in this training program, you all have individually gone and registered yourself. And you know how this form is there, how to fill up the form. You are experiencing, you are familiar about this application, how to fill up the form. But how to create the form, that part, whether we know about or not, that is the one thing I'm just going to show you an easy step how you can create your own form. Example, I am going to create a form for survey form hyphen for batch 4, right? And I wanted to create a questions here. Example, question number 1, name. It's a text question. If a choice question is there, I can put as a question as a choice here. So I had a lot of questions in my mind which I wanted to ask it. Example, one question. Have you received login credential? In bracket, I'll mention as Lavenier ID. Okay, in your mail, have you checked already? So I'll just say yes. In email, yes. In WhatsApp, not received, right? So that's one thing which can be, you can actually mention it. It's a multiple choice question. Same way, I wanted to know what device you have got. So example, I click on choice again question. I can ask a question about what are the devices you use in your classroom. So I'll just say about a smartphone sometimes. Then I can say chalk and blackboard. I'll use projector. Maybe I'll use something like flat panels. That means the big size TV, flat panels TVs. And I can use whiteboard, smart board. So many things are there in the classroom. Laptops, desktops, wireless mic. Okay, so these are the things which is normally been used. So let's say these questions are created. Question number 1 is a text name. Second question is like this. Third questions are like this. Fourth question, I may wanted to ask about maybe about which, okay, which application you have understood today. Now, example is Office 365 apps login. Then I can say about Word dictate, then Word translate. Then I can choose option Word translate, and then I can say about PPT designer and maybe about PPT transition, then Teams joining group, and maybe last is like this form creation. Okay, and maybe last option I can just say, because I may feel that some people, if they not understand, none of above, right? So you can select the options which is required. Now, based on that, I have to collect the response from all of you. How can I send this form? So before sending, maybe I have to see that whether form is actually designed or not. So there is a 3 buttons on the top. One is preview, one is style, one is collect. So I can click on preview to see my form designing. It's very simple, pretty forward. And yes, I have created my first form. I can go back to my styles and try to click or try to change the styles of my forms the way I wanted. Example, I wanted to change the styles to some different colors, themes. however I want it. I can change it, right? Image also I can insert it here. Any image also in the backside. So example, I'll just put as a survey. So instead of like selecting that, I can just choose some simple designs. Yeah, I think now if I click on preview, it looks a little better than previous. Then there's option called collect response. If I click here, the only people in my organization can only respond. That means those who has got only the ID password, they can only respond, or anyone can respond. Right now, I want anyone can respond. URL, I can give this copy link and share it to you, or I can short this URL to the smaller size so that it is easy for you to access it. I can copy this link. I can also do one thing, QR code. This QR code, anybody can scan, they can fill up this form. So the QR technology is also there. So this is my form. So the link is also shared with you. You can scan it and you can, the moment you get the form, you will be able to start filling up this form. So once you fill up this form, the response will be coming to me immediately. So that all response can be downloaded in the form of an Excel sheet. This option is not highlighted right now, open in Excel, but as fast the response will be start coming, it will see that option can be there for exporting in Excel. So imagine in your own school, many cases you wanted the important information to collect from the students. They have to give some quiz, they have to give some test. You can actually create the forms and ask them to attend the examination or test. Likewise, you can actually ask them to like fill up their information about their parents, their culture, their everything. Whatever survey you want to do it, you can do it with the help of form, right? And can you see this is small things right on the top? Response. That means 4 people have already filled up this form. 5 people has already filled up this form. 6 has filled up. So if you fill up this form, I will get an analysis of the entire response. I can just click on response to see 12 people has filled up the form. And the first person who has filled up this form, that also details will come here, Rita madam. Right? I'll go back and close it. 34 response has come so fast, and there is a response are coming up completely. So I'm very happy to see the analysis right now. If I click on present, this there's option also present. You can see this present option. If I click on it, it just gives me the presentation view of this entire form. Have you received login credentials? 63% of people out of 100 are mentioning yes in the mail. 33% has also received in their WhatsApp. They may have received in the mail also. 2% may have, they are not able to find it. So I request between the people who are not received it, please go and check your spam. If you are registered for this training batch, you will definitely receive it either in box or spam folder if you have given a right email address. Then third, what are the tools you use in your classroom? Smartphones are used in the classroom. Amazing to see. Chalk and talk methods are also in high requirement. Projectors, yes. Flat panels, very low. Whiteboards are used. Smart boards are not used. Laptops are a little bit used. Desktop, wireless mics and all. Majority is the chalk and talk method and smartphones. That's really great. That's really great to see. And why people are using a smartphone now in the classroom? Before COVID, they were not using it. that also answer will get it. Which is the best application you have understood today? So maximum people have understood about Office 365, then dictate feature, and slowly it comes to the 1% people have also not, that also matters to me. So, okay, 0% it become automatically. So people are understanding, that's a great sign, but you'll have the recording, you'll have the practice time before the examination, enough practice time to practice this entire things, right? So if this is just a summary form, if we don't want this summary to come, we can stop also. So example, right now I want you to focus on the training. So I can stop this response to come. So I use the preview, I use the styles, I use the collect, I use the present, I use the three dots and click on settings. And I'll just click on do not accept the response. So sorry for that, the people who are not responding right now. So I stop the responses, timeout. Anybody who is going to try to click on the link, they will get a message timeout. Okay, so do not have to worry, do not panic, because this timeout I just intentionally did it right now. Okay, so that we can focus on the training content. So this is the feature which can be used in the forms, and you can create n number of forms in your account and you can share with anybody. Tomorrow you want some information from parents, you can do that. I'll give you one more use cases of this forms. See, once the form is created, you can even print the QR code. Now every parent today, now they have got mobile phones in their pockets, and maybe they're using the applications like Paytms and the online payments applications. They're using it. So what can happen, teachers, is you can create this kind of forms, and the collecting the forms, the QR code, you can also print it. Suppose a QR code is created for a form is created for a school survey or a school feedback form by the parents community. Every time they were writing in a paper and depositing in a box, that the generation is gone. So what can happen is a teacher can take a printout, or the administration can take a printout, paste it outside the school campus, the QR code. Any day parents want you to give the feedback, suggestions, it will directly come to the principal's response sheet. The principal can see today this response has come, and the response can come as an email also to you. That kind of settings are available. So this is one of the feature which I want to talk to you. Even class teachers, whenever the parents teacher meeting is there, parents are coming to the classrooms, each observation feedbacks that can be done in the forms also. There are lot of use cases are there. So this is your form as a application. I'll go back to my once again to my presentation screen. So more or less, I got a fair idea, and we have done enough exercise right now today to know about the application of Office 365. What we did, let us recap it. We know that one account is given to us for logging to my Office 365 account, and you all have successfully logged in. That's a great thing. Second area is you know that the Excel application, Word and PowerPoints, everything is available there. So you can go and create that application, and you have got a community created also, Microsoft Teams. In that team, you can go to the post your work, and whatever work you are creating it, you can share to them. Click on the share button, and even with this link can view it and just share the link so that people can learn from you. They can see your styles of creating your own ideas. They can see it, and you can write some description. Just do not just directly go and post the link. Write it. I have created this PowerPoint presentation on this topic, and I have created 4 slides or 5 slides with the help of AI tools. If you do like that, people can go and click on that PowerPoint presentation, and they can see your work, and they will get ideas from that, right? So please share it. If you get this skills, share it. People can inspire from that. Now, we have seen all these features, all are amazing. Now, why we are seeing it today? All these features. You also mentioned that in the classroom you're using smart boards, smartphones, and other things. Why we suddenly started using all such gadgets in the classroom? If I ask you the same question before 2020, definitely the answer will be like, we are just going in classroom and teaching the students what is there in the textbook. That knowledge is good enough for our student. But today the situations are changing. There is a lot of changes you can see every day near you, surrounding you, everything you are changing it. The world is changing, right? So if that is the situation, where the future of education is going, where we are heading to, what kind of education system we all should adopt. So teachers, for a professional development programs like this, when you acquire the tools, you should know the direction, why we are learning this. There should be some kind of end result, end goal. So let us explain that to you. For that, I'm just sharing my screen once again. So this is the question which we need to think and brainstorm always. Okay. And where it is actually going. So before we go into the future, let us go a little bit in the past and try to understand our education system so that that will give us a lot of idea where it is going. Education, first we started with the Gurukul system, and India is leading the education system in the entire world. India was a Vishwaguru. People used to come to our place, and we have gone to a lot of history. We've seen it that India was a Vishwaguru in terms of teaching and learning process, and we had a system of ancient system or Gurukul system where Guru used to teach the students in more holistic way everything which is for life skills to the scholastic subjects, everything the things has been taught. Now, after the Gurukul system, basically what happens when Western education evolved, we have the four wall of classrooms evolved. Okay, earlier in the earlier by the Aristotle, Plato, we had the four wall of classroom where the students are separated because parents was also in the Gurukul system. They know what is happening to their kids. But now in the current education system, which is the four wall of classroom, the students are separated from their parents and they're being brought in this small four wall of classroom. I'm not blaming the system, but it is still that system. Right now we have a four wall of classroom. Knowledge is limited. Knowledge is static inside the classroom. Teachers are trying their best efforts in trying to inform or make sure that learnings can happen. We have the smart boards. Teachers are putting a lot of smart boards in the classrooms. These are transformation which is happening. Even COVID time, we have seen that teachers are teaching the help of tripods or the laptops or the mobile phone. Everybody is doing a lot of things, right? So we have seen the education 1.0, that definitely we have not seen it, but 1.0 education was the Gurukul system. 2.0, we all are the product of 2.0 education system, the four wall of classroom, I can say. Now, after the internet has come in the world, we have seen the education system are shifting, where it is shifting to, where it is leading to. So the answer is it's leading to education 3.0 system. We cannot go back again in the four wall of classroom and start teaching. There should be a changes required in the system, current system, which what could be the right changes, what could that's still in the process, but the education system requires a hybrid learning model where learning can happen from any place, anywhere, any device, and every students will have the access to learning. The best strategies from every learning models which we know today, the best strategies should be compiled together and should be told in the classroom. So we are trying to talk to you about hybrid learning education. That's where the world is going and why it is so critical today, why we are not leading with the 2.0 system. There is a valid reason for that. If you see the world which is changing drastically, there is always 100 year of, I'll just brief it that portion also. Why these changes are very, very important. So for that, I wanted to play a 2 minutes video for you. The, the large volume is still the same. And if it has happened like this, you can see this, what is the meaning of it? Recently, we are seeing the World Cup matches, and we have seen that like 10 years back only, we have seen that the entire match, even many of you must have gone to the Eden Garden Stadium. So you've seen that many of the like entire recording of the stadium matches, the helicopter used to roam around the stadium and they used to record the entire video. The pilot used to be there and they used to record the entire video. But now the thing has changed. The single drone has taken the job of a pilot as well as for the as well as the driver of the helicopter. So the thing is, we need to upgrade, we need to upskills, we need to see that what is going latest, we have to acquire that, right? And somewhere with our efforts, only this entire changes is quite possible. And there are many examples which I have come across. Example, I'll just tell you what was happened in Germany in the year 2020 when their COVID was there. Manufacturing industry was supposed to get completely going down. That because it has a system of division of labors. A lot of labors was there in the industry, and because of the shortage of labor, the manufacturing plant was having a huge impact. We all anticipated it is going to be stopped. But what happened next? The robots has come into picture and they have come and taken up the industry. There is a videos available here which shows you that very leading industry. The YouTube, you can go and watch the videos. Like you have the Mercedes, you have got the Benz, BMW, everybody. All the car manufacturings are done by the robots today. And earlier the interviews also I'm listening to, if 500 there's a like 500 workers was working in the industry to create to manufacture one of the car unit. Maybe it takes like 20 to 200 20 to 30 days, but now in 30 minutes time one car is getting manufactured, it's getting assembled. The robots are doing all the duties of assembling the cars, to the painting it, to the cleaning it, and to making it like 5 managers are able to manage the entire factory. That's how it is happening now. Likewise, the Microsoft is also working lot and lot right now in the new innovation tools. Like they have come in with the HoloLens, which if you wear the HoloLens and I am wearing the HoloLens, you will feel that I'm standing there and I'm trying to give a training. And just next to you, I'm sitting next to you and start giving a teaching. So the world is changing that drastic. So that all such videos we'll be sharing it to you. But ultimate goal is the learners requires the 21st century learners needs all those things. Because right now in 2023, if we not start giving the right exposure to our students today, right skills to the student today, because when they come out from their schools, they have to be a good collaborator, good real world problem solver. Book knowledge is one thing, but 21st century skills is very important. So teachers needs to acquire this, and this is very important, teachers. So that's the reason you need to learn the technology, explore the technology, and then give back to the education students. And there's a process of empowering. That's why the government is also choose educator first before students. We wanted to empower educators, then empower the operations, and then empower the students community. We are following the right frameworks to empowerment, and there are a lot of tools to learn for the teachers which is available. And every teachers, once they learn, they should be certified. So example, they're very limited. When I started, I think in the year 2016-17, we had approximately 50 to 100 MI experts were there, Microsoft experts were there. But today we are in the 40,000 community. There are a lot of experts out there, and teachers are very proudly sharing the certificates. They are global teachers, global experts. So LinkedIn is the place which you can see on this image also, where teachers can actually showcase their skills. They can share their achievements. They can even share their best practices. And LinkedIn is a professional networks. It is not like a personal networks like a Facebook's and your Instagram, and like your WhatsApp. So LinkedIn is the only community which has got a professional approach. If a teacher wanted to connect to any other teachers in the world, they can do that. Right? There's no foundation. You can actually follow anybody, even Bill Gates, you can follow it, and you can see that what exactly they are doing. You can put a messages to them also. So LinkedIn is the place where a lot of learnings can happen. A lot of courses are available there. A lot of community learnings are available, are happening there. So people can actually connect properly in the LinkedIn. So that should be the first step for you. Microsoft Learn is the place where a lot of courses are available, which we can give you in a spoon by spoon, and try to see that you can success in this kind of courses. Once you do it, you can actually bring a lot of AR, mixed reality, AI in your classrooms. A lot of things can be done. So the level by level will achieve, and definitely you will reach to the expert certification level. I'll share you some videos, not today, but I'll share you the video of Mr. Ranjit Disle. He was one of the former MIE expert. and he has won the Global Teacher Award from India. So the entire world, there is nomination is happening. He has won that award for his innovative idea. He's coming with one of the government school, very backward school from Madhya Pradesh, and then this transformations which he has done it is amazing. So this video will be there with you. I can share the link. This is a really motivation. Few lines I can just share you to show you his practices.
When I walked into the Paritewadi as a school teacher, I saw a sight that I will never forget. Instead of having students brimming with curiosity, it was filled with cattle. So my classroom was more of a cattle shed than a classroom. Girls were getting married. Seed of change were planted in my mind. But as you would expect, I met up with many challenges. Parents were disinterested in education. Attendance was as low as 2%. When I saw a QR code in a shop, I wondered if I can adopt it to use for learning. And so I bought a laptop and started decoding it. When a child scans a QR code, they get personalized and well curated content. My tech enabled classes, recorded lectures, poems helped me to provide a lifeline to these students in a simple way. I wanted to create edutainment. The world is my classroom, and I feel technology can not only help an individual make progress, but also help progress the social structure of the entire communities.
The winner, the Global Teacher Prize 2020, is Ranjit Desale from India.
So these all things is this is a really motivating video, and just with a small technology idea example, the QR code, many regional places like Maharashtra has got people speaking more in Marathi, the students understanding more in Marathi. What the ideas which sir has done here is they can actually record the textbook is there, the entire textbook they have narrated in their own language. The video is created and the video is converted into QR code, and the QR code is pasted in every textbook. So when a student scan the QR code, if they have a difficulty in reading, they can watch the entire video, what teacher is doing it. That kind of ideas are coming up by understanding the problems of the students. So that's the reason we are going into so tomorrow we are going to discuss more on hybrid learning side of it, what kind of hybrid learning system we are trying to integrate, and what are the components of hybrid learning. So this will be your modern classroom design, and this is one look of the mixed realities and HoloLens, which I was telling you. The object will come in front of you, which you can just dissect and you can show everything to the students. And this is the way the modern classrooms look like. Right, very easy to use setup and very effective, very effective. Next, since we understood the introduction of the project, the intention of the project, the structure, the Microsoft tools which is available to you, we are ready to explore more going to the next day session. So what you can do is your responsibility is to participate in today's quiz. So today's quiz link will be also shared with you in the announcement. So all of you, it is mandatory to participate in today's quiz because for the final certifications, we have to track it out. So please ensure that you can participate in day one quiz. And with that, I really enjoyed conducting session today. Thank you so much for joining. I'm now giving the stage back to Ranjini, and Ranjini is our engagement specialist. She is going to talk a few words about the engagement process. Over to you, Ranjini. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prashant. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Ranjini Srinivasan, Engagement Specialist from Tech Avantgarde. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Government of West Bengal Department of School Education for taking this step to digitally skill educators and empower them. I thank Prashant Jha for his excellent training session, and I also thank the TAG team for the support and collaboration to make this session a success. The goal of these training sessions is to digitally transform education and provide exposure to the Microsoft technologies, which will make the educational institutions 21st century compliant and will also support student-centered learning. On completion of this course, the educators will get an opportunity to take an online test. On successful completion, every educator will be awarded with any certification. And I'm also happy to announce that the Government of West Bengal, in association with Tech Avantgarde and Microsoft, will acknowledge the educators' achievements in a grand graduation ceremony. This certificate will be valid globally. We are extremely glad to be a part of your learning journey. You can now follow us on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram to embark on a journey of continuous discovery and stay updated with FAQs and valuable tips. On Facebook, you'll find a thriving community where you can dive into conversations, share your thoughts, and witness firsthand the collaborative spirit that fuels our collective pursuit of knowledge. LinkedIn, the professional hub of the digital landscape, is where we share insights, industry trends, and thought leadership. Connect with us to amplify your professional network. Join us on Instagram to discover tag-related updates and inspiration stories. Please follow us on these channels for regular updates. The links are provided in the announcement section. Please note that the links to important takeaways in today's quiz are also provided in the announcement section. I request you all to download these apps on your devices before tomorrow's session: the Teams app, LinkedIn app, OneDrive app, and the Outlook app. You can also join Microsoft Teams group using the code given in the announcement section. I, Ranjani Srinivasan, thank you for participating in this program. Thank you. Have a nice day.